If you're buying a home in Texas, you've probably heard the terms earnest money and option fee. They are handled at the same time. They both involve making a payment to the title company, and it all happens within hours after your offer is accepted. But make no mistake, they serve two completely different purposes. Understanding these differences can save you thousands of dollars and help you make informed decisions during the home buying process. If you're new here, my name is Meredith Davis. I'm team lead of the Wildflower Properties Group, brokered by KSP. Let's break down what each of these terms means. Let's start with earnest money. Think of earnest money as a good faith deposit. When your offer is accepted, you'll typically deposit earnest money with the title company within 72 hours. This shows the sellers that you're serious about purchasing their home and that you're committed to moving forward. The amount is not set by law, but you should know in today's market, it's often around 1% of the purchase price, although it can be more or less depending on the situation, because remember, this number is negotiable. Here's the important part. The seller doesn't receive your earnest money. They don't just get a check and put the money in their pocket. The title company is going to hold it in an escrow account until closing. If everything goes as planned, that money isn't an extra cost. That deposit of earnest money that you made, it gets credited toward your down payment or your closing costs in the end of the closing table. If you put down $5,000 in earnest money, that's generally $5,000 less that you'll need to bring to the closing table. Now let's talk about the option fee. The option fee is completely different. This is a much smaller fee that the buyer pays to the seller through the title company in exchange for the unrestricted right to terminate the contract during the negotiated option period. Think of the option period as your opportunity to do your homework, your due diligence. During this time, you can schedule inspections, review repair estimates, talk with your lender, make sure the home is a right fit for you. If you decide the home isn't a right fit for any reason before the option period expires, you can terminate the contract and keep your earnest money. But the seller will keep your option fee because they took their home off the market while you had the exclusive right to evaluate the property. Unlike the earnest money, the option fee is generally non-refundable once it's paid. The amount is also negotiated between the buyer and the seller and can vary depending on the market. So how do these work together? Let's look at a simple example. Imagine you're buying a $400,000 house. You might deposit $4,000 in earnest money with the title company and negotiated an option fee that, let's say, is $250. And then you have agreed upon a number of days in your option period to complete your due diligence and inspections. If everything looks good, you continue with the contract. At closing, your earnest money and your option fee are credited towards your purchase. However, if the inspection uncovers major issues and you decide to terminate during the option period, you would typically receive your earnest money back while the seller is going to keep your option fee. That's why the option period is such a valuable protection for buyers. So why does this matter? One of the biggest mistakes that buyers make is confusing these two payments. Earnest money shows you're serious about buying the home. The option fee gives you time to make sure it's the right home before you fully commit. Understanding how these two work make the home buying process much less stressful, and they help protect your investment. If you're thinking about buying a home in Houston and have questions about earnest money or option periods, I'd be happy to help. Found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'll be sharing more videos to help you navigate the Texas real estate market with confidence. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.